Police forces will be granted powers to put conditions on repeat protests, the government has announced, a day after nearly 500 protesters were arrested. Senior officers will be able to consider the cumulative impact of previous protests, the Home Office said, which could mean they instruct organizers to hold events elsewhere if a site has seen repeated demonstrations. Anyone who breaches these conditions will risk arrest and prosecution, it said. Following Thursday's deadly attack at a synagogue in Manchester, all police forces in England and Wales are offering additional support to the 538 synagogues and Jewish community sites across the country. The new powers will be brought forward as soon as possible, the Home Office said. While the right to protest is fundamental, this freedom must be balanced with the freedom of their neighbors to live their lives without fear, Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood said. She said large, repeated protests could leave sections of the country, particularly religious communities, feeling unsafe, intimidated, and scared to leave their homes. Mahmood said this had been particularly evident within the Jewish community recently. The Home Secretary will carry out a review of current protest legislation to ensure powers are sufficient and being applied consistently, the government said. This will include powers to ban protests outright, the government said. Most of those arrested at protests on Saturday were on suspicion of supporting the proscribed group Palestine Action. Organizers Defend Our Jury said around 1,000 took part in demonstrations around Trafalgar Square against the ban on the group. Hundreds of people have been arrested since the group was outlawed by former Home Secretary Yvette Cooper in the summer, predominantly for holding signs saying they support Palestine Action.